My name is Paula Sirls, and this is my beloved husband, Felix Sirls. I am the program manager of an organization called Gospel Against AIDS. Felix is the lead HIV counselor and trainer for Gospel Against AIDS. Uh, we have been, we started off volunteering with Gospel Against AIDS in 2023 with the executive director, Rosalind Andrews Worthy. She asked us, no, my husband asked her at a conference, how can he volunteer? What could he do? And she said, I'm glad you asked. And we have been on board as volunteers in the beginning to program manager. And I say my title is when somebody call, I try to make things happen. And that's what we just do. And with that, I have gotten my HIV training certificate, counselor certificate. Oh my, we sit on so many boards. But even in that, I think the month or year after that, we were asked to be guest speakers for an organization called Positive Support Organization. We were just supposed to open up the day, and we ended up staying still with that group to this day. That was 2024. And we were the facilitators, program managers, get it done, do this, do that, referrals, bring, oh my goodness, a gambit of whatever God allows us to be in position to do.
And it was a support group for persons who were positive and their loved ones. So it was really a support group for positive folks that could not find the type of support group that they wanted to attend. Being a facilitator, which I'll go into in a little bit, um, we thought it was paramount that we help people who are asking for help. Amen. When someone asks for help, uh, if you can help them, it's nice to be available. And being because of my background, I retired from the Detroit Health Department at Herman Kiefer as a substance abuse, STD, and HIV counselor and tester. Also a facilitator of support groups. I worked in every treatment center in the Detroit metropolitan area in substance abuse, teaching and educating males to go from boyhood into manhood. Amen.
Amen.
And to find their spirit, which so many brothers have lost or are losing because they are caught up in the madness. So, doing didactical workshops with Dr. Larry Gant from the University of Michigan School of Social Work and myself, we wrote the program, put it together, and functioned through the health department for years. Also, I've done support groups for every major community-based organization related to HIV in the Detroit metropolitan area, as well as Saginaw, Flint, and Oakland County. I've also worked in 3 different states in the field of HIV and care because I was a paramedic and LVN licensed vocational nurse, specializing in terminal care. And at the beginning of the pandemic, it was terminal. Um, Folks had little hope in care. And so I worked in San Francisco, in Houston, and in the Detroit metropolitan area. Um, we do a lot of public speaking. We educate and have gone into prisons, schools, colleges, um, elementary, high school, churches, wherever folks need the education, we're there to give it. And it has been a true blessing because there are always people that need um, uh, that touch, that gospel touch, that feeling, that knowing, and that educational gift that we've been um, blessed to be able to give.
Gospel Against AIDS is simply the truth about HIV and AIDS, spreading the gospel. And we have our goal is and was to go into houses of worship, to stand in the pulpit and chat with the congregation about what HIV is, how it's spread it, how not to get it, And if you do have it, how it's treated and how to live with it
Mhm.
and not die from it.
And what the stigmas are and how to deal with the stigma. And stigma is really ignorance, a lack of education. And so we educate, answering any questions. We counsel individually as well as in groups. It's so important because a lot of folks won't ask the questions in public that they will ask in private.